Hi comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. I had a busy weekend. I'd just been up to Thought Bubble. I will show you my pickups from Thought Bubble at some stage. But on the way back, I stopped off to see Darren Collett, who is the owner of Splat Comics. Now, Darren is a regular guest on our geeky weekly show on a usually on a Wednesday evening, but sometimes shifts. Earlier this year, he purchased a couple of big collections of comics, and during the course of the show, he had been showing us these comics, and the other people on the geeky weekly chat would say, "Oh, put that in a pile for me, Darren." This went on for a number of weeks, and eventually Darren disappeared and said, "I'm going to sort out these piles." Anyway, only a short 8 months later, Darren produced our piles, and he had priced them all, and he sent us all out the prices. Anyway, so Darren sent me my list a couple of weeks ago, and I went through it either as, yes, I'll buy these at the price you've asked. I no longer want them because it's 8 months have passed, Darren, and I've picked them up from somewhere else, or the price is too high. So anyway, I stopped off at Darren's house on the way back from Thought Bubble. It was sort of on the way. He lives in the middle of flipping nowhere. So I dropped in to see him, if not only just to pick up the comics that I wanted, save postage. But we also went through the stuff which I said was too expensive, and we sort of haggled and bargained a little bit, and I ended up buying all that lot as well. Now I want to show you the big ticket item, a very, very rare. I doubt you'll ever come across one of these again. This is, I collect Bronze Age horror, and the Bronze Age horror title is House of Mystery. It's the granddaddy of Bronze Age horror. Anyway, Darren had something very special, and it was, I will show you all of these, a bound edition, 5 bound editions of House of Mystery. I'm going to show you inside them in a minute. That's not volume 1. Volume 2, somebody has obviously had these bound. It starts with the first of the horror anthology comics, number 174. And each of these volumes contains 10 issues, 10 complete issues. Look how beautifully these have been bound. And there are 5 volumes of this. Volume 3 is a bit thicker because it includes 100-page specials. And finally, volume 5. So they are magnificent. They are beautifully bound with gold embossing on the cover. And of course, inside, let's have a look at volume 1. Okay, somebody has bound these. They've obviously had collected a complete set of House of Mystery. There we go. There is House of Mystery, the comic that started the Bronze Age horror anthology. There, I'm covering my face, don't know how to do it. There we go. That is House of Mystery 174. Now, I collect these. I haven't got House of Mystery 174. It's one of my key missing comics. Now, my quandary now is, I do own House of Mystery 174 in this collected volume here, and as you will see, you've got the full comic, it's got the cover, it's got a splash page, it's got everything in it. Okay, so what do I do now? Do I treat the do I still get the single issues? I think I am still going to complete the single issues, even though I do have these. Are great. See, we've got the full comic in them, and here we have another great one, 175. This is the first appearance of Kane, Kane arrives and becomes our host of the House of Mystery. Here in House of Mystery, this is a really nice copy as well. It's got a slight crease on it, but otherwise not too bad. In general, the comics in these volumes are fine to very fine, I would say. And here we got the next one. Look at this, the meme of innocent children looking in through a window. It's innocence and threat. Now these are interesting. How has he done this? The spines are actually intact. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but the spines are intact. They haven't been messed around with. So the complete comic is in there. I think a couple of the covers are slightly trimmed in order to get the beautiful finish on here, but not too obviously so. They are magnificent. We've got Sergio Aragonés, of course, doing the cartoons. Yeah, so that's volume 1. So that does 174 to 183. Volume 2 does 184 to 184 to 193, and then we have the cover of the first one of 194. Volume 3, which is the great big thick one because it's got the sort of big sized issues in it, starts off with issue 194, and they're all in here. All the classics are in here. Here is a great early Bernie Wrightson cover in absolute fantastic condition. And that's an expensive book in that sort of condition. So let's see if we can find something else in here. Look at this, you can just see, you know, the quality of the art in here. Joe Orlando, the editor for all of these, I think. Yeah, I think, and Joe Orlando, the editor for all 50 issues here, I think. Great stuff. Neil Adams, Louis Dominguez. Snow Beast. I've got this one, but it's nowhere in as good condition as that. So I think I'm still going to try and complete my collection of single issues, despite the fact that I have these 50 comics. Oh, look at the condition. You can see the condition of some of these. Absolutely spotless, that one. Yeah, now let's find a bit more Wrightson. 170, I think they're going to be in issue 5. Are we going to get some Wrightson issue 5? Yeah, here we go. Classic cover here, 214. Of course, this doesn't see us to the end of House of Mystery at all. House of Mystery goes on to issue 320 something, I think. So there are another 100 issues after this, but this really is the this is George Evans' cover. This really is the sort of classic period of time, the first 50 issues of the horror anthology, with great artists, great writing. Oh, look at this one. This is a classic House of Mystery cover. There we go. So, just an amazingly rare item. You do find bound issues every now and then. I've never seen any as nice as this. These are in fantastic condition. This has got a slight dent on that edge of the book. Otherwise, all of these, this one for instance, is in really clean condition. Yeah. Sometimes you will get people who put their names on these, so they'll emboss it with the name of the person who had it done. That somewhat distracts from these if it wasn't me. So these haven't. I mean, just fantastic. You know, as soon as you open these up, volume 4, let's look at volume 4. Did we look at the front page of volume? No, look, here we go. what do we get here as soon as we open this up? Fantastic Bernie Wrightson cover. So that was my big pickup from Darren, who we did negotiate price on these. Very difficult to price them because you don't rarely get bound volumes like this. And these are probably the 50 most expensive House of Mysteries from the Bronze Age horror run. So yeah, but really pleased to have picked these up. I was very pleased to have got first dibs on these. Darren is planning to, he's currently spending all his time now, he tells me, working. He bought loads of comics earlier in the year. He bought 3 or 4 big collections, and he is currently processing them all, bagging and boarding them all, recording them all, grading them all, putting them all onto his system, and he plans to relaunch Splat Comics with all this new stock. And I suggest you get in there quick when it goes up, because there is some absolute crackers. I, of course, have gone in early and nicked all the stuff that I want. But there's still, I mean, he's got a house full. So yeah, look out for Splat Comics. Big relaunch, and he's planning to do it in April 2025. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed this little video showing my wonderful, let me put them all together, then you can see what they look like as a block. There you go. That's what they look like as a block. Beautiful. Those are going in my bookcase. They're going in my bookcase. So they need to go in a comic box. They can go on my bookcase. Right. That's where they're going now. That's your lot. See ya again soon.